Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pyre. We're about to see some familiar faces, who probably are none too happy to see us. But before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has said cool, complimentary things about the little bit of voice work I'm doing here. I do really appreciate that. Anyway, let's commence the jiggling over here. Here, among the desolate sprawl of the spring of Jomur, you await the signal of the stars. There is no sign yet of your expected adversaries, the Accusers. Do we have new information on the spring? I don't think I've seen that line of italicized text at the bottom before. And of course we know Lendl the Liar. Then the little imp Tizo flutters up to you. Tizo cautions you that he has some history with your next adversary, Lendl. Did we... Hold on. I said of course we know Lendl the Liar, but now I'm thinking... Is this a team we've played against before? Lendl does not sound like a terribly familiar name. Tizo seems to be indicating that Lendl has a personal vendetta against him. Well, what did you do to him, little guy? But before he can explain anything further, the stars begin to call you. I guess I shouldn't immediately assume that Tizo did something. That's not very nice of me. That said, Tizo's mischievous, I think, fair to say. Lendl and the Accusers. I feel like we played against a team called the Accusers. Maybe not. My memory is so bad.
Persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew.
And I've never been happier, let me tell you.
Liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Accusers. Reduce their flame to ash. Just as you did when last you met.
Yeah, when last we met. That's what I thought.
Who exactly shall oppose them?
Now that's a great question. Sir Gilman, right? But I'm not sure who else. Your companions are assembled and ready for the rites to commence. However, there's still no sign of your adversaries, the Accusers. Listen, if they just want to give us a buy on this, I'm fine. I guess we won't get any enlightenment from that. The little imp Tizo screeches something, cautioning you all to stay alert. Oh. But then, someone leaps forth from the shadows. He grabs at his mask. That face is familiar. We definitely played against these guys. Aha! Caught out, you miserable beast! I knew it. After all this time, I knew that you were still among their ranks. You tell him, Tizo. He is angry to have stumbled into an apparent trap played for him by Lendl. Silence, fiend! You robbed me of my freedom, my dignity. Your evil shall be ended, here and now, and you, Nightwings, shall not deny me thus again. Come then, my Accusers, for we face again none other than the spawn of the accursed imp Haub the Swallow. Let us show him now that he is a disgrace. Is this like an artful, are you being poetic, or is Tizo literally descended from Haub? Because that is the sort of thing that we should maybe know. Tizo whistles something angry back at him. Whatever transpired between him and Lendl in the past, Lendl has apparently not let it go. By the way, in service of talking about the voice acting, characters that we meet once and then don't see again for several episodes, I'm not going to remember what voice I gave them, so hopefully it's not too far off. Come, Accusers! Let us make clear to those fools that we are stronger now than ever. And we are weaker now than ever, so... You sense Lendl speaks the truth. The Accusers are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Oh, perks. The perks that we've been gaining are called masteries, right? Do not underestimate them. That's my option here. I'm going to do the action of do not underestimate them.
Who shall conduct the rite?
So, they're all nomads. Alright, lots of stamina. Okay, this one's just Headwind. I should look at their trinkets and stuff too. Oh, while the Bearer's Pyre has more health than the adversaries, they deal bonus damage. And they started with extra Pyre strength, so that's currently active. Okay, and these guys are identical, okay. This could be a tough one. Let's see here. He needs 1,000 enlightenment for the next rank, so he's not going to be able to level up off of this. We know that. We also know that I do want to bring Gilman. I've got to get better at playing Gilman, and also, you know, dude wants to be used. He wants to be useful. Should he be in the middle, though? Probably not. For plot purposes, we probably ought to bring Tizo, right? Tizo ought to, like, let this dude have it. Oh, Ruki. Ruki could really use a little bit of love. What about, like, Tizo, Ruki, Gilman? That's not bad. Ruki's a pretty good scorer. Yeah, that's not a bad team at all. Let's have Tizo be in the middle. So what trinket do we want to give him? He's pretty good at banishing people, but maybe we need to equip actual, like, useful stuff. +3 presence. Yeah. Let's go +3 presence and maybe even level that one up a little bit. Okay, one more level won't take it up. It might be that the 2 levels together would take it up another point. And I think we know that one level up is not going to do it for this one either. If I tried to level up Ruki's talisman... Okay, it does get some pretty significant benefits from each level. Okay, Tizo, you're in the middle. This means... Yeah, we have the speed equipped. Yeah, this should be fine. Tizo, you're in the middle.
Tizo.
The voice kinda seems to not like him.
Sir Gilman.
Or I guess it's just all of us. Never mind.
Ruki. Very well.
He likes Ruki better. Don't worry, Tizo. We've got your back on this one. Nightwings! The wicked fiend you serve is an affront. He denied my rightful freedom in my moment of triumph. I shall never forgive him, or any of you. There are a lot of hand gestures involved in that guy's speaking. That stuff is not obvious to you guys, obviously. Ruki knows what's up. He's good at his job. Okay, I'm gonna let my stamina regen a little bit here.
The Nightwings
Haha!
assert themselves thusly.
Alright, if we can get the health of their pyre beneath the health of our pyre, it will be very helpful. Yoink!
The Worm Knights are
Holy crap! His leap is crazy now! Hold still, you misbegotten little pox! We are not finished with you yet! Tizo utters at Lendl a slew of the absolute worst imp profanity, which probably still not that bad. Your curses could not possibly affect me any further, you foul spawn, for you have taken everything from me already. But if I'm to be trapped in this forsaken hole with you for the remainder of my days, then I shall see to it that yours shall be as doleful as my own. I don't know, Tizo's like a pretty happy dude. I don't think you're gonna be that successful.
Rousing speech. Though talk means nothing in the rites.
Oh, you screwed up?
Ruki plunged into their fire.
We're just too fast, man. They can't even... Tizo's just gonna watch. Oh, he got got. Oh, I tried to jump. Yeah, what's up? Well, that didn't take me anywhere useful, and then I ran right into that. Ooh, I rolled right into that one, didn't I? I tried to right-click to do that snapback thing. Didn't work. Okay. Well, the good news is our pyre is still not lower than theirs. So their bonus damage thing is not active.
Righteous fire.
Glory Dive was a good choice. Ruki's a very good scorer.
Nightwing's pyre burns brighter for now. Tata Lendo.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Not being able to sprint really hurts. Oh, I tapped jump, but I did a little too late. The good news is they're pretty far away. Oh, that didn't work. Does it not go through obstacles? I didn't have any stamina left. What was I thinking? Hey, I did it! Oh, and then I ran right into their aura cast. Okay, they're a little focused on the other members of my party. I can't jump! Ah, still made it, still made it. Alright, Tizo doesn't actually do a lot of damage when he scores, but... Man, Ruki's a good aura caster. Oh, didn't have a stamina left. Didn't have a stamina left. What the heck did I just say? Go on, cross the line, I dare you. Ah. That is unfortunate. I think our Pyre is... Our Pyre's still higher than theirs. I'm not too worried. Oop, I did just run right into that guy. Why did I think that was going to work? Oh. Boy, they really take off when they start sprinting. They're fast. I mean, I guess I know that. That's why I like Headwind so much. Okay, I'm pretty sure that what happened there was me getting close enough to Tizo's aura caused it to expand, and that's why it caught him. Unfortunately, 25 is still 2 points, or it's 2 goals for us. Ah, if I'd gotten that jump off. I'd be a little bit careful about the transformation because I can't flutter. Oh, I missed the goal. I went over it. Shoot, well, that didn't work at all. Yeah, I'm still not great at Gilman. He's tough. You know who I am good at scoring with, though, is Ruki. And we can afford to trade. We can score here, let them score on us again, and then still win. Alright. Holy crap, he's fast. You can jump almost from mid-court with Gilman. Alright. What a good, weird team.
The rite is done.
Tizo is very pleased that you prevailed, but wishes to make a quick exit at this time. Yeah, we should maybe see ourselves out. Blast! Where did he go? Where did he go? That infernal imp! It is a monster in disguise. That's not much of a disguise. A fiend! Come forth to torment me until the day I die. Lendl storms off in a fit of anger. Tizo reappears once the coast is clear and expresses his gratitude again. What Lendl said before, if Tizo truly is a descendant of Haub the Swallow, then he has quite the legacy to live up to. Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. Alright, Tizo could probably take a little break. Get a little inspiration, you know? Alright. So, we're not even particularly close to a level up on most people. I think it'll probably be a couple rites before we see another one. Yeah, why don't you check inside the black wagon from time to time? Is it not the case that everybody looks inside it all the time? Am I unusual in this regard? You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles prevailed against the Accusers, and find Wulfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my boy. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I've something that I wish to share with you, if you've a moment. We have discussed the plan, of which we are all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. Possibly, the probability measurement shouldn't have appeared in the tooltip until this is explained. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars, where once you saw but one. Alright, let's gaze into the darkness of night. Now, I noticed something during that match, by the way, that I want to point out. It seemed like I got caught while jumping by someone who was not jumping. I think if they just put their body in front of you, like if they actually clip models, they don't have to be jumping. Which, if it's true, would really help me with defending against jumpers. So I'll try to keep a closer eye on that. Several shining stars. A trick of the eye, or the will of the scribes? Who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision, many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that, in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Alright, we can use Wulfred's planner to see our progress. Shows the relative standings between the 9 triumvirates in the rites. Whichever triumvirate curries the most favor shall confront the Nightwings for a chance at freedom. Indeed, let us look upon it now. Using Wulfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Wulfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. Alright. Who beat us? Was it Tinderstuff? Did I lose to the Chastity? I think it was, right? So they're doing quite well. 5-3. So, a measure of the current standing is just favor is gained by winning and not gained by losing, or less, gained less by losing. Alright, rites till next liberation? I don't know, some. Total rites conducted 9, exiles liberated, probability of success 32%. Not really. Is this Wulfred's current best estimate? So no, we don't get to see the underlying math. Fair enough. At long last, the plan is well underway. The cycle of the rites turns quickly for the time. We soon should have another stab upon the fall of Solium. Okay, so where are we headed next? Up here, okay. So we could still challenge the Barker. We could go deal with the Chastity again. I mean, I'm tempted to, but maybe it's not a good idea for me to charge into battle with the only people who have beaten us. Then again, our winning and losing doesn't actually matter here, right? Except that I suppose it makes it more likely that we'll have to face the Chastity in the next rite, which I don't want to do. In the next liberation rite, which I don't want to do because we might lose. So, I mean, we can only bring up the favor of the others by losing to them. But we could go and intentionally lose to them, right? If it doesn't actually matter that we win, and also we actually get bonus XP, we get a valuable lesson once per player for losing, then it kind of makes sense to go and lose against the Withdrawn on purpose as soon as we have the option to do so, doesn't it? But that's not right now, right? I'm not allowed to play against the Withdrawn right now. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. That might be a plan. We could go and apologize to Dalbert for running into his airship. I do feel bad about that. Yeah. Not that I expect his son will be terribly interested in hearing our apology. So, we're to go against the Fate again. Adversaries or no, I hope Dalbert and Almer have been holding up. Seems like they've been through quite a lot. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent, he and his son. The so-called Elmer the Helpless, ever present at his father's side. He was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage, as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs thought to be descended from Jomur Manymane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kerr traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of officials. One day, he insisted on celebrating Fang Song against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well-founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. Fang Song, an old Kerr holiday in which a single pack of Kerrs vanquished an entire Imperial brigade. Yeah, I could see why they might not be eager to see that celebrated. As for Almer, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough, his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual Kerrs residing in Jomur Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the rites, and helped to revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet still, they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Poor Dalbert. He seems like a decent enough sort, same for his son. In any case, we'll see him soon enough. Let's get some rest for now. You bid Hedwyn a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. What's up, Tizo? He almost looks like he feels bad. Tizo has seemed somewhat less cheerful since his run-in with Lendl and the Accusers. He approaches you, wanting for you to hear him out. I mean, I'll do my best, man. Seems unhappy about something Lendl said to him. Tizo understands full well why Lendl is angry with him. While Tizo does not like Lendl as a person, he recognizes nonetheless that he denied his freedom. It was a liberation rite, and he did what he felt necessary. He wanted to help his friend go free. Nonetheless, he feels a certain guilt and regrets that the rites force exiles into such situations. Yeah, it is a real, tricking the crabs into pulling each other back down to the bottom of the bucket thing, isn't it? He falls silent for a while. Whether the 8 scribes ever intended for imps such as he to participate in the rites firsthand is difficult to know for certain. Then, Tizo is grateful to you for listening. He knows the scribes created the rites with good intentions. I am less certain. He promises to keep doing his best to live up to the legacy of the scribes. He bounds up into the rafters with some of the other drive imps. Regardless of whether he truly is a descendant of Haob the Swallow, surely the scribes would have been proud of him. Okay, so Wolfred is apparently off reading the book that's right here. Ruki's taken a nap, hard-earned. Sir Gilman's being consoled by Lay. Ah. Lay is consoling Sir Gilman about something, I don't know. Emmett is out looking for water. Hedwyn's off on his own. Sandra is coming up with some new insults. Good. That's a good, solid use of your time. Hey, Drive Imp. What goofy little things. Man, this game really is beautiful. But do I have... No, okay. I don't have freedom of movement when we're not in the air. So should we look around? Like, are there going to be points of interest popping up all over the place? We can see where the other teams are hanging out. I'm gonna crash into these guys on purpose. How dare you, you Nightwing scum! You blasted fools! You cannot intimidate the Accusers! We shall face you soon enough in a forthcoming rite, but first, we have another pack of fools whom we must vanquish shortly. Until then, stay out of our way. Okay, I should probably not crash into people. That's not a nice thing to do. I just wanted to see if it would start another little scene. And hey, what do you know? It does. I guess I should not be surprised. Man, this is really cool. And this game is still absolutely gorgeous, and the music's really good. Oh! Okay, that one wasn't my fault. Oi, what the bloody blazes? Barker notices your wagon at his flank there and begins to laugh. Well, if it isn't the Nightwings flaunting their fancy little flying wagon, eh? You think you're better than us, mates, eh? Ha! You ain't better than the dung I stepped in last night. Now, get on out of here. I've got a mind to leap on over there and rip your gizzards out, you hear me? That was not my fault. Hey! Careful. Air travel cannot be that safe. I guess we're not that high up. But even so. He ran into me. He came out of nowhere. The hidden glade of Lu is nigh impossible to find on foot, though there it lies below us, protected even now by the enchantment of Lu's glory and 100 Lines. I understand the river named for him is rather famous in your commonwealth. The mouth of that river Sklorian opens wide, not very far from here. The largest river on the other side, which cascades down eternally into the downside. Man, that's pretty cool. It was there that limbless Erizek was defeated, turning the region lush and livable, at least for certain denizens. Although, of course, not everyone believes this. Your adversaries, the Fate, must be working to find their way there even now. Good fortune in your right against them, reader. Alright, so we gotta set down somewhere nearby. Maybe it's the case that points of interest will mostly spawn near our destination now that we've had our initial fly around. Leigh has a hunch we may find something of value in Needlefield. While Sir Gilman has expressed interest in taking this route, we've listened to Gilman an awful lot lately. Not to say it's necessarily a bad idea, but I don't want everybody else thinking that I like him better. Your wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Volfred, and Pamitha as well. Yeah, I know who Pamitha is. Why was that glowing? You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed, as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. Ooh. I do love me some Beyonder Crystal. There you are again, my lovely reader. How may I be of service? Hey, you called me. You need not ask me twice. Simply verify which one of yours shall be the subject of my scrutiny. We should probably give you something, huh? I mean, I know that this is what I always do, but I'm just... When there's only one of us, quickness is so important. Why is her hope reduced? I don't remember. Did we do that? I don't know. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Pamitha. Oh, you mean that feisty harp. She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. Soon Pamitha arrives in heat of the summons. You called for me, reader, darling? Ah, it's that crystal. Then let's hash it out. I'm ready. It's interesting that she knows what's up with the crystal. Nobody else seems to at all, not even Hedwyn. Alright, there's 60 this time. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Harp, you answer to me here. Ooh, a bossy one. Sure then, go on and tell me more. Such a delightful student, for a change. Come then, let us see what you can do, left to your own devices. Save for your reader's vigilance, of course. Well, let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. Better be careful. Alright. I mean, that's pretty easy. The flying is awfully powerful. Oh, well, it doesn't help much to dash directly into the Auracast, does it? I tried to tackle her right as I re-emerged. Ah! That time I tried to hit W. I just was not fast enough. Alright, so when I don't have the ability to aura cast myself, I kind of have to try to draw theirs out. Ah. She swooped right over the thing. I think she must have... She must have gone into flight and then dashed. Can that... Yeah, okay. How did I miss the... Well, that's just embarrassing. How did I let that happen? Oh, no. Okay. Alright, I just gotta score one more time. Yeah, flying is really powerful. Especially on a map like this that has significant obstacles in the middle of the field. There now. Is everybody happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harp. Thought Sandra was calling her doubtlessly petty. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. You have my congratulations, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now, be gone from here before I have any second thoughts. Yeah, we definitely need to make more use of Pamitha, because the flying is very, very good. Pamitha can come to the next rite, probably. My, that Sandra sure could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? Triesta's plume. While flying after dousing the adversary's pyre, Pamitha may instantly return and deals 3 extra damage. So she only deals 3 extra damage if I fly. Huh, okay. That does seem awfully good, if provided I understand what it's doing correctly. Alright. We have a lot of book reading to do. I'm not going to do it right this moment. Let's have a look around and see what Lay was, what Lay was talking about. Something about the dense foliage of Needlefield gives Lay a strong intuition to explore the area. Together you set out to take a look. May I walk with you? There's so much here I haven't seen before. There seems to be nothing in particular in the vicinity, but then Lay raises her voice. Oh, I sense the scribes, that they were here, that they were here! The object in question is lodged deep in the ground and bears the mark of the rites. You sense you may be able to secure its contents, but the mystic wards will not be easy to undo. I feel like Volfred should be good at that kind of thing, right? He knows some stuff. So we can attempt to open the locked container, sensing that whatever is inside has benefited triumvirates in the rites before. Or we could do our vocations instead. Well, I don't want to bum Lay out. And also, you know, it could be cool. Tutoring somebody, dropping a big bunch of enlightenment on somebody would be awfully good. But you know what? Let's trust Lay's weird senses. You focus all your mental faculties on the mystic ward, sealing the box's contents. Soon you are left exhausted, but the box's lid unfastens. Inside it is a talisman, placed there perhaps by one of your predecessors in the rites, from ages past. A star splinter. When preparing to fling... Ooh, that is good, because flinging the orb takes forever. But being able to not just quickly shoot, but quickly dump the orb into other players' hands so that I can cast at them seems awfully good. I actually really like this. Good eye, Lay. Well done. Oh, Tizo. Buddy, what's up? Tizo seems to be in the midst of conversation with the lone minstrel as you approach the two of them. The little imp appears perturbed about something. And, above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land knew better than to underestimate him, in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. Wow, great-grandfather, that's not even a very distant descendant. Look, he is so cute. Tizo seems to be asking the lone minstrel to confirm that he is not playing some sort of prank. That's true. Where Tizo comes from, pranks are inscrutable. It'd be hard to tell. I am being serious. Have you known me to be the jesting sort? Tizo seems to be admitting the lone minstrel has always been sincere with him. Also, that he knows nothing of humor. Just so. Then please, do not denigrate yourself. You are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the 8. And, more importantly, you are my friend. Aww. Tizo is grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words, and considers him a friend as well. The Nightwings need you now, more so than ever. Then the lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? I do. Respectfully decline. The Nightwings is an institution greater than any given member of the group. That's not an answer to the question, man. Yes, of course Tizo's important to the group. You concur with the lone minstrel's assessment of Tizo as a most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group. He is an extraordinary imp indeed. We are all important to the group here, buddy. At this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you an imp hug, which I guess maybe could go all the way around your ankle if he really stretches. Tizo is grateful to you for your kindness and your support of him. Tizo bounds off happily as the lone minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special, a quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. All right, buddy. I understand what you're saying. Once there was a time when he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, other triumvirates have found imps with the capacity for it. They make for useful allies, no? More than willing to conduct the rites, while having no desire to leave this place. Although, little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. Yeah, he's coming with us. We're all going. The lone minstrel bows his head on the way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. Alright, Tizo's gained hope. I hope that means for the next rite he participates in, and not just for the next rite, because I really do think we should probably let some other people catch up. Although, honestly, we also do need people to get to level 4. As the rites continue to become more difficult, stuff like that will become more important, having somebody on the team who's really powerful. Alright, let's head toward the glade. Whoa. Here in the thick underbrush of Black Basin, you encounter a messenger imp, come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. That's quite a look. Wait, deliver news and rumors from the other side? Can the imps travel between... Huh. The news this time pertains to Jodariel, whom you liberated at the Fall of Solium. I know what the Fall of Solium is. Also, I know it's from Jodariel. You learn Jodariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the Blood Border, on the presumption that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership position in the First Vale, for a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. An elite Blood Border platoon shrouded in secrecy, other than the famous results of its operations. The Commonwealth's veiled leaders always were surrounded by sentinels in similar garb. Well, yeah, I imagine she would refuse, but I mean, if she wants to become Demon Spec Ops until we get back, I would be okay with it. But she refused the gesture, rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Volfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters. And so the ranks of the revolution go stronger. I told you she could be trusted to do the right thing. I mean, not that I wouldn't trust her to do the right, or any of us to do the right thing, but I mean, I know she'd be effective. She's doing good work out there. The last part of the Messenger Imp's news must have been damaged in transit, though appears to be in Jodariel's own words. All you can tell is that it says, await. Thank the Messenger Imp for relaying this information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. She is an inspiration to us all, or to this night she is at least. Do you think she still has her horns now that she's back up there? I think so, right? There's nothing she can't handle. I miss her bad sometimes, but I'm glad she's alright. You give it to him for us, Jody. I knew you had it in you. Wonder what the rest of the message said. Tizo is fired up about the news of Jodariel's return to the Commonwealth. The news of Jodariel's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Everybody gets hope. Good, yeah, like I said when we chose her. If anybody can get it done, it's her. Alright, we've got some new pages revealed. Looks like nobody's actually waiting for us in the Black Wagon. Unusual. Alright, well, this episode's a little bit short, but actually that kind of fits with the amount of time that I have today. So let's hit the slug market, and then we'll stop for the day. Oh, it's you guys. Good, because I was just thinking, I could use a customer like real bad today. Or just, in general, That's okay, Ron. We'll never leave you. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer earns a reward. Up to 3 times 5 money. See, this is interesting. This is going to make us way more money in any match than the lucrative contract does. Although the lucrative contract did, I think, has well paid itself off at this point. Not hugely so, but... This would pay itself off pretty quickly, too. And we usually know who our scorer is, but part of them being good at being the scorer is that we have their talisman slot open for good talismans. And I do still want this. I think we're gonna... Ooh, wow. 4 levels, huh? You know what? The talismans we have now are really good. Let's just keep buying improvements for them. We may end up selling off some stuff. Oh, you know what? I didn't even have Sir Gilman's jump thing equipped, did I? I had his, he was plus quickness. So he can jump further than the distance he was jumping in that match. That seems crazy to me. He might actually be able to jump from the middle of the court with this. Okay, I think for now we're just going to take the scoop of Stardust. Thanks, Ron. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I wish we could bring Falcon Ron with us into the rites. He's got heart, he's got some fire. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next time. We're going to apologize to Dalbert, and then we're going to totally kick his butt in a rite. And we'll see you then.